Hey Fit Family, we got the motivation mindset video of the day. And before I dive in, I want to ask you, have you gotten your workout in for the day? All right, have you, whether it's in the kitchen, the bedroom, the living room, the hallway, whatever you got as your setup, have you gotten your workout in today? If you haven't, is it planned? Is it in your schedule? Is it in your calendar to get in later today? We got to keep up that consistent routine for you to moving forward. If you've done your workout, or if you haven't yet, have you been eating clean? Today, yesterday, tomorrow, is that the plan? Are you doing that? Staying consistent is going to absolutely move you forward in the rest of your life. And when it comes to nutrition, the more that we dive into higher sugar foods, higher processed foods, higher fried foods, higher pre-prepared, fully done with preservatives and additives and all those kinds of things, those types of foods, it is going to be easier for us to fall into a darker place. Number one, knowing that these foods are not beneficial to us in any way. Number two, in the fact of how they affect us internally, that our organs are not working well, our brain doesn't work as well, that we do not work as well, and so our positive mindset, clarity, capacity is not going to be nearly as high. So making sure we are still feeding our bodies, feeding our minds with good, nutritious, high quality foods. Really, really, really important on that. Now, because part of that too is that we don't want to get through all this quarantine and then come out of quarantine and then be feeling like and looking like we've been in quarantine for 6 months, right? None of us wants that. And so my message for you today though is that the only consistent thing that we can count on in our life is change. That is the only thing that is constant that we can absolutely guarantee is always going to be there is change. All right, we're in a massive world crisis, and literally just like a handful of months ago, this was something that was just in China and it was separate. We were separated from it and it didn't really affect us and we weren't really concerned about it. And now, obviously, as you know, it's around the entire world, affecting the entire world, and really it's coming right down into our homes and into our families. And so understanding and knowing that we must embrace change, and understanding too that once we get through all this COVID-19 coronavirus thing, there's going to be something else that comes after that. And then once that goes through, there's going to be something else that comes after that. And obviously, hopefully they're not nearly as big as these things that have been happening right now, but we're going to have smaller things that come on a regular basis. That change that we are forced to go through is a great thing. There's so many positives that are coming out of this quarantine. Obviously, if we're losing family members and things like that, then that's obviously not a positive thing. However, I find in the darkest of times, there are the lessons that teach us for the rest of our life, that we can carry with us for the rest of our life, the lessons that allow us to be stronger, to grow, to be a more positive light in the world in this moment, as well as day to day in the rest of our life. Because I know death for me brings me the biggest appreciation of the life that I currently have right now. Because the only time that change is not going to happen in your life is when you are no longer here. And I am so thankful that I have change happening in my life every single day. I am thankful of the lessons that this is all this junk that's happening is also teaching me what I can do, what I'm capable of, how I can move forward, the things that I need to be more present in, the people I need to be more present with, the things that I need to be able to continue to do in my life to move forward, and understand that situations are not going to hold me back, that I have the power to still control what's in my control. I'm going to cope and handle the right way the things that I cannot control, but I'm going to still move forward in the things that I can because I can. Change does not stop us unless we allow change to stop us. You have all the power within you to be able to continue to move forward despite all the changes happening in your life and in all of our lives. So know that, believe that, own that you are fully in control and you can take great things no matter what happens, no matter how dark it may get in your life with the things that happen. Even though as hard as it is to see the light in the dark, it is there. We have to be willing to look for it and see it, but the light is there, and there are people willing to help you, and people are willing to support you and encourage you through this time. And we, as coaches at FitBody, are here. We have the FitBody community, our family, our Fit family is here to support you and encourage you through this entire time. And just know that we are here for you, and you have a community, you have a family here with you willing to support you and willing to help you in any way that we possibly can.